Hey there, I'm here and I'm ready to rock and roll. And yeah, uh, I'm gonna be using these art markers. It's dual tips, 30 colors. And I am gonna start with this color that's called number 18. I'm gonna start with that one. It's a purpley one. I'm gonna put on my glasses because I think that will help me. I think it will help me. And I'm going to get going. I'm going to start in here. I think this one is number 18. AM102. I don't know what that means, but it's number 18. No, I did something stupid. That can't be helped. Or maybe I can cover it with some white. I don't know how many colors I'm going to be using here. I don't really have a plan. I don't even know which colors I'm going to be using. I was just going to start with this one. I do think it reminds me very much of an ultramarine. So I'm liking that. So I think I'll start it here as well. Then I'll dye that one down there. And I'll start it here. I think I'll do something different here. Like that. So that was the 18. Then I think I'm going to take the 76, which is more like a blue one. It sort of looks like a cornflower on the top, but you never know. I'm going to put that one in here. I had some hectic days, and yeah, I am aware that I forgot something on the 20th, the day before Victoria's birthday. I was supposed to have done a double video for the 20th and 21st. I did not actually remember before until the day after Victoria's birthday, so that was a bit late. And I've really been having a lot of issues with the hands. So I'm not even gonna do them now to catch up because I just doing this is gonna be enough to be upset. So I'm just gonna have to see how things go. And I think I am gonna go for this one. I like this one. Number 87. A sort of a pink fuchsia kind of like color. Like that one. Quite darkish. So yeah, I realized that I had totally missed out. It's because all of a sudden everything was changed with Victoria staying and not staying and back and forth with the living facility. Totally stupid. Up to her birthday. So it was very stressful, and I had to get Peter to come so that he could take her. And And of course, I had to be stressing about all the shopping for the birthday. We were getting guests and everything. And Peter came on the Monday because we had to pick up Victoria because they insisted that she had to come back, even though that she was going to come back here. And I mean, oh my God, I could just go on and on about that. Hi, Teresa. So I'm really sorry, but everything just became so stressful, and it absolutely just slipped my mind. Because if it hadn't slipped my mind, I would have at least written that, that I was too busy stressing around. But I was, that it was a goner in my head. And I think I'll do orange. Oops, wrong end of the stick. That's a nice one, actually. That's a 23. So yeah, I've just been stressed about everything. And then I had meetings, and yeah, it's just been very stressy. I don't know why everything's always so stressed. But somehow it just is. It's nice. And I think, that was an orange. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? I think I'm going to do a turquoisey greeny one. This one is called 53. I think I'm going to do that one. I don't think the pink was very pink. I can see it here. The screen looks a bit red, and on a distance it looks a bit red. But yeah, this is the way it is. Shobra is crawling. I don't know what he's crawling at. He might have seen himself in the window of the door to my dad's living room. That sometimes happens. Then he will get upset, but usually he will bark. And you know that weird dog that he sees on the other side of the door? It barks back. Yeah, it's very rude. But this was just a little bit of crawling, so. So yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, I would like it. And then I think I'm going to take something that I find a little bit more pink. This one, number 6. I'm hoping it's more pink. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it's more obvious pink. Been having some issues with a book I've been trying to put up, but it's all fixed now. It's not a coloring book, actually. So I'll show you when I get it at some point. Order it after the 1st because I'm totally broke. Yeah. I don't get anything before until Friday, so it's going to be interesting to see how long the stuff I have will last. I mean, we're not going to go out of food because I have food in the freezer, so that's all right. But My bet is we're going to run out of cigarettes. That's going to be interesting. We'll see. I'll probably deal with it somehow. So let's see. I think I'm going to take the yellow now. I'm going to take a yellow, number 35. Yeah. Number 35. I manage. I always do somehow. Somewhere over the rainbow. I was very disappointed on Victoria's birthday that some of the guests left early. I thought that was very rude. That's number 7. But yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? I think I'm gonna go for the red one here, number 15. I'm gonna take that one. I mean, people were invited for buns and chocolate and cake, and then in the evening dinner. But then they left almost before the cake or just after the cake. And I don't think that was, it's sort of half the whole birthday party of who was here. We were only 8 people, so all of a sudden we were just 4 people. Which made Victoria very sad. And she was disappointed that, I can understand that. And the funny thing is, it wasn't kids leaving, it was adults. So, that's like dumbass shit. But I don't understand why people are like that and they think that it's not going to ruin the party. Yeah, I know teenagers just in the beginning of the party, they're like, oh, they're so busy with each other and all that. And then some adults might feel they're not getting enough attention and they're thinking, oh, we're not needed in this party. But, there is a reason that I invite adults as well. It's because, then I have company while we're having the party. And Victoria doesn't have to, she can have fun with her guests. But obviously, people did not understand that. So now I have one more color to find. I don't think I really used, and I'm going to take this one that looks lighter green. Don't know how light it is. It's number 46. But it just seems like, if I invited you, there's probably a reason why I invited you for dinner too, because I know how it's going to go. And, it's just, I don't understand. Also, when people accept to come to a party and you are calculating on how many people there are, you actually shop for that many people. Yeah. Yeah, you prepare, you buy food, you buy all the stuff, you buy decorations, and you try to make it nice. But if you knew that half of the people weren't going to be there, then you could have saved quite a lot of money. So just on that behalf, then maybe say, well, I'm going to come, but I'm not going to stay for dinner. If you say that in advance, then I could probably save quite a lot of money on that. So I really do think that people are lacking in education. When they do stuff like that, it just is very wrong, in my humble opinion. Not so humble, but pretty darn annoyed. So we got 3, 3, 3. That's a 9. That's a rainbow. So now we're going to count out for these sections here. So there's not a lot to count out because now we're starting with the first color. The one that was a purpley but felt like it was ultramarine. So yeah, that, and also, later in the evening, Victoria was sad and she was crying. She was like, well, I don't know why they all left. That was not how my birthday party was supposed to go. I mean, nope, it wasn't. But that's actions of adults, if that had been children that did that, then you would think that, oh yeah, well, they don't know any better. But adults should kind of, have just an inkling of what they do is not okay. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. But anyways, I don't really, like I said, you should think more about who is here than who is not. Because now you know who to invite next time you have a party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I do. I don't let stuff like that bother me, but I'm also not an over-emotional teenager. Who takes everything to heart. I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm a cynical old bitch. Who's never really relied on anyone for anything. Because I can't be bothered. Because I know people will disappoint you. And they will, inadvertently, again and again, even no matter how many times they say they won't. They will. It's just a matter of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. So don't let things like that bother me. 1, 1. I think it's going to be this one. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9. Let's hope I counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got it to be the same place, so that's probably all right. But yeah. Sometimes I just think that I would like to get into people's heads and see what happens in there, because sometimes their actions are inexplicable to me. It's sort of like, your life is a mystery. People are a mystery to me in a lot of incidents, in a lot of cases, But maybe, it's the same cases. The more you know your pet, your dog, the less you like human beings, Or the more people you know, the more you like your dog. Because people can't be relied on. They're just unstable. And that's a matter of fact. So, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it sure is. So, but we did have a great time. I played, she had 3 friends who stayed, and but with her, there were 2 girls stayed. And then there was me. So I played Monopoly with them, and yeah, we had a good time. We watched a movie. That was nice. So all together, even that some people had a bad education and left early, all together, we had a good time anyways. And like I said to her, don't let yourself get down by it. Just remember next time that you invite people, then you don't invite those people. That's the best lesson to take away from a situation like that. I like it. I'm going to use exactly the same 9 colors for this part, but there I'm going to do them in a rainbow instead of here where it's a mixed up order. Just to see how that will look. Oh, yeah, it might be interesting. Maybe not. Oh, my television. The only television I have that's actually a new television that I bought new. Bought it, when we were moved here. When we got the couch, I bought like a big new real. I haven't bought a new television for like, I don't know how many years. I usually, when I was living in Copenhagen, I would just find televisions in the trash and they were fine. After I came here, I sort of buy them in the second-hand shop. They're dirt cheap. But I bought one new one because it was a good offer and it was a really big one and I was very happy with it. And of all the televisions in the house, yeah, it went black screen. It doesn't work. This is the only new one. All the other ones are old ones. Can you imagine that? That is rude. It is extremely rude. So now I gotta I'm gonna call them because I've tried all the troubleshooting I could find online. So I'm gonna call them about it. because it's just not right. So now we got that pinky winky. So yeah, but then when I tried to call today, I thought that's strange, they're not answering. But then I found out that, well, it's Saturday. Yeah. And phone hours are Monday to Friday. That's a typical me thing. Calling on the wrong day. So here we go. I was starting to really like the pink and the yellow next to each other. I don't know why. I used to hate pink and yellow next to each other, because it always reminded me of, like, when people wear pink lipstick, makes their teeth look yellow or more yellow than they are. I always, thought that was very unfortunate. I mean, if you have really, really white teeth, you might be able to carry it off, but if you have just slight yellow tint on your teeth, you should not wear pink lipstick. It's just a fact of life that obviously very few people actually know. I have observed. Yeah. Then we got the red. Actually, your lipstick can really affect the impression people get of your teeth. So it's important to try out different ones to see what matches with your teeth, so that your teeth look the best they can. Not that I actually wear lipstick, I don't. It's been a lot of years since I wore lipstick. And back then, I didn't even really wear lipstick very often. It's just not been my thing. I mean, I hate it gets on your glass and stuff. It's icky, icky, icky. Icky, picky, icky. I don't like it. So, yeah. But we all got our little things. I think, though, when I see lips, on those lipstick commercials where you see like really beautiful laid lipstick, you're thinking like, oh my God, that looks really good. But then when it gets on my lip, it just doesn't look that good. I mean, maybe my lips are just not meant for lipstick. I mean, I don't really have full, beautiful lips. I have sort of the stringent ones. So maybe that's why. I don't know. So now I'm going to reorder my colors. Then I'm going to put them in my normal order. Yellow, orange, red, pinky, that purple, the blue, the turquoise, and that one. Sort of, however, yeah. Sorry. Coffee. Oh, look at this. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. This is looking good. I'm gonna start with the yellow. to start right here. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then this is 9. And that one goes here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm actually going to keep that one white. So I'm going to take that one here. Now, I'll continue it for this once because it just makes more sense in my head. Like that. Let's count it out. Where is she? Next one is the orange. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then that's the 9 down there. It's funny to see how much impact just the order of colors can have. I always, always fascinated by that. I'm trying to put together, or I have been trying to put together some website. I have made a website for the news book. My big little black journal book, which I'm really pleased with. I think it turned out real pretty, the website. I love the book too. So I'm quite happy with that. I'll show you the book after when I'm done. Just a little recap of what I did in it so far. I haven't even done any posts because my arm has been so bad. I literally am having problems picking up anything or taking a glass or anything. So the pain is exquisite. Exquisite actually sounds positive. Excruciating is a better word, I think. Excruciating pain. And it's a constant. And then when the other hand is not working either, then it's BS. I can't even be on the computer with the mouse. It's just everything is no-go. I literally don't feel it getting better. Which, that would help a little bit if I felt like, oh, it's on its way down, it's better. That would be really nice. But at the moment, it's just too much. But eventually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. It looks pretty. And I'm not the type who can just sit and watch telly, Normally I draw, I do something while I do that. And I can't do that right now. I can just literally do nothing. Yesterday, the other day I had bought like a whole box of green asparagus. So we actually had green asparagus for 3 days for dinner. Yesterday I made a soup, The first day I made a puff pastry pie with feta cheese and ham and fresh green asparagus. That was very lovely. Actually, it was extremely lovely. I'd like to do that again. That was very nice. But you know, when I have the fresh green asparagus, I always like break them so that they break at the natural breaking point. And then I save the ends, the ones that people throw out, because when you break them at the natural breaking point, you actually get quite a lot. And the next day, my dad got the green asparagus that I wrapped in bacon and grilled. The scrambled eggs with fresh green asparagus in, and yeah, that was lovely too. And then yesterday I took all the stems that I had broken off and I made a green asparagus cream soup, which was also really lovely. So now we don't have any more green asparagus. But it's a nice way, you know, if you have a lot of them, then whatever you break off, cut it into little pieces, not too big pieces, just little ones. And then, you know, I just seared some shallots and a little bit of bacon, very little. No, I didn't. I didn't put bacon in, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't put bacon in. So yeah, I just seared shallots. And then I added the green asparagus. And then I added water. And then my trick is that I add some of, you know, like you have these like cup soups where it's just a powder that you mix with hot water to get sort of a drink soup. Yeah, I put that in the water with my green asparagus. And then I let it simmer. And so that the green asparagus get, you know, a little bit softer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 in there. And then I blend the whole thing. Really blend it so that there is no. I reserved like some tips and some small pieces that I'll put in the end. But after I blend, I start seasoning and I add some double cream to get the creaminess. And it was a very, very good soup. And then just in the last couple of minutes, I add a few tips of green asparagus and some little pieces that haven't been cooked along so that there's a little bit to chew on, that it's not too, you know, soft. And that's my green asparagus soup. That tastes good. It's quite easy. It's quite simple. Then I had some garlic bread on the side. You know that I buy it frozen, and there's garlic butter inside, and then you just heat it in the oven, and it's lovely. So we had that yesterday, and today I just made a spaghetti carbonara. Well, I did actually not make carbonara like the real deal, the egg one. I just made a creamy one. Yeah. I just put like shallots, a smushed clove of garlic on the pan and some olive oil and butter. Yeah. And then fry that up. That bacon. And let it sort of simmer so it gets nice and a little bit crunchy. Then I add double cream. I boil the spaghetti. I drain the spaghetti. I add some of the spaghetti water to my cream sauce, and I also add the spaghetti and freshly grated Parmesan. So I'm sure that an Italian would wrinkle their nose at the way that I don't do it proper with the eggs, and yeah. But that's my way of doing it. It never fails. So it's always good. I ate a whole portion. Normally, I just eat a quarter of a portion. But I was just so long since I had spaghetti, and I was just like, hmm. And my dad was saying that it tasted good. I had to cut his up with the scissors like you do for the kids, but it's because it's difficult for him to eat. I mean, he's not a pro pasta eater because he's never been eating it since, well, only after I started making it. But besides that, he doesn't have experiences in that area. It's not his wheelhouse. But yeah, he liked it today, so that was good. And it's nice. So now we'll see what I'll make tomorrow for dinner. I have to come up with something all the time. And I'm sick and tired of eating the same things. It actually came because I was thinking, like, when I was young and started living on my own, didn't have any money, then I would eat just, boiled spaghetti and then put a knob of butter on top of it, and that would be nice. And I was sitting thinking that I really felt like eating that. But then I thought, oh, my dad, spaghetti with just a knob of butter, there's nothing creamy, there's nothing, that would probably not go down very well. So I whipped out the bacon on the double cream. So but it was good. So that's always something. It's looking good. There you go. Beautiful. We've got so many mosquitoes right now. It's like crazy. And normally mosquitoes are a thing in the evenings. But this morning when I opened the door to the garden, it was just like full of mosquitoes inside in like a shivvy of a second. And that was very strange because I don't get it. I don't understand why there were so many mosquitoes. So I got stung a lot on my feet. I hate getting stung on my feet. So annoying when it itches there. And it's such thin skin, so if you're like me and you itch when you got an itch, then it's not a good thing. But it's like really weird. Again, they're saying it's going to be like really bad rain tomorrow. It hasn't rained for a few days, so that's probably for the best for some people. Probably okay for the farmers around here. You see, now we got the blue. I think that one is going to be here. It's going to be right there. There. Right there. I was thinking that I would have tried to see if I could have made one of the others but I can already feel on my arm that it's not happening. I think it looks nice the way that, that it actually looks like it's two different color combos, even though that it's exactly the same colors. But it looks different because of the way that they are set up differently in the order of the colors. I like that. I think that's funky. And now you may notice that usually I'd have something that was more turquoise, and usually I'd have like a really light green instead of this more darker turquoise and light green. And then instead of having a green and a light green, on this one I actually have two kind of pinks, a lighter one and a darker one. So that's sort of one of the difference from my regular rainbow that's just crept in today. But it doesn't always have to be exactly the same concept as always. So you can switch it up. Switching it up. There we have it here. There we go. Now we got that last green coming on. Just right here. I hope I didn't forget anything. I probably didn't. We'll see about it. I think this is very nice. I'm happy with it. So that's all that really matters, you know. Whenever you color or do anything that's, creative, the only thing that's really important is that you're happy with it and that you like it. Yes, of course, it's nice to hear that people say that they like it, but you are doing it for your joy. So, as long as you're pleased with it, then that's the most important thing, most important part of it, the creative process. Just remember that if don't be so, it doesn't matter what other people think. As long as you're happy and you feel that whatever you did was lovely. Here we go. I think this is lovely. I think this is very nice. I'm going to take off the glasses and I am going to say thank you for today. Just going to hold it up a little bit closer so you can see it. Glasses off. You see? I like it. It's the Weirdie of today. So you guys take care. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Wiggle like you just don't care. Remember to love yourself. Bye. Take care.